Okay.
All right.
It's Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Time to be foolish.
Yes. You know, sometimes with these puzzle games, like... most recent one is.
Oh.
This autosave looked like it was right after I came out of the grave.
Oh. Trying to remember the last thing we did.
Mm-hmm.
That top middle save looks like the latest one. 22.
But the date, I think.
Oh, okay.
11/7.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So I think this would be the latest
Okay.
manual save.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I think this seems right.
Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering if I needed to get into here maybe to light up that one area of the swamp. But as I was just about to say, one of the things with these puzzle games is like almost immediately, sometimes after I stop playing, I think of something I want to try out.
Uh-huh.
And I that happened to me last week, like maybe like half an hour after the stream.
Oh, okay.
So we need to get to this Forbidden Beach.
Yes.
So we need to hire the guy in Dead Nettle. Mm-hmm. We don't have money for that,
Oh, that's right.
but there is a rich guy here.
Oh, yeah.
So we were thinking, get some way to have this guy give us money to hire the boat guy to get over there. He wants fossils, and he actually, I think when we first met him, it said he was looking for like a secluded beach where fossils might be.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think there's a dialogue option to tell him about your new site, but I don't think I ever actually showed him the map.
Oh, okay.
And that's how you also like try to hire
Did you
the
say
guy.
you were looking for a more secluded
Oh,
beach?
okay. Oh,
Yes, that's right.
I just saw
Have
a
you
ghost
found
in the
Look at this.
right of the
Further along
screen.
the coast is a bay called
Just
Crossbone
appeared
Cove.
briefly and disappeared.
Oh dear.
But that seems to happen when you make sort of progress
Okay.
in your quest.
Crossbone Cove. That does sound very bony. How do we get there?
There's a ferryman in town named Crab McCready who can take us to Crossbone Cove. We just need $75 to cover the charter fee.
Oh, absolutely. I can spare some of my allowance. Let me write you a check.
All right. We gotta check.
That should cover it.
I'll go charter it at once.
Do you think we're gonna let Muffy actually come with us, or we just?
For an honest man. You know how honest adventure game protagonists are.
Yes. We have been, sort of consistently screwing over children in this game.
That's true.
All right.
Will this cover the ferry payment?
Oh, I didn't think you'd get that much. Sure it will. Who's this Carlisle guy?
Oh, he's coming too. He's funding the trip.
Well, he gets a promotional flag too.
Nice.
Gee, thanks.
Consider this ferry chartered. Thank you for placing your trust in the Crab McCready Ferry Company, despite all the reviews. Now,
No.
since your compatriot is here, we can cast off. Pin that map up inside the cabin, will you? It'll be a tricky voyage to Crossbone Cove. I haven't sunk yet. This month.
So we were off.
Jeff in the
captained by a
chat
man whose
quoting
body
Michael Jordan.
composition had more alcohol in it than a bottle of vodka. And yet he navigated like a seasoned dancer, pirouetting through the treacherous currents with a drunken grace, all the while sipping from a flask that smelled stronger than window cleaner. Crab, I can't complain about your captaincy skills, but I've got to ask, how did you get through those treacherous rocks with so much alcohol in your bloodstream?
Murphy, if I didn't have the alcohol in my bloodstream, I wouldn't be going anywhere near those rocks in the first place.
Yes.
See a cairn there.
Yeah. He had large X.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to disturb the rock pile. I might have made it collapse. Hello again, Muffy.
Hello, Murphy.
Any luck finding those fossils?
Nothing. I'm beginning to think this island doesn't have any fossils.
Have you found anything at all?
Only these.
Oh my goodness, Muffy! Those are gemstones! Rubies, emeralds, sapphires? This might be genuine pirate treasure.
But they're not fossils, are they? They're nothing more than baubles. They're not the figurative footsteps of ancient behemoths, the skeletal remains of the kings of the prehistoric world. I'll have you know, I'm not conducting this exploration for financial gain, but for the love of dinosaurs. Here, you seem rather entranced by them. You can have
I
them.
wonder if this is an ancestor of Jeff.
Gosh, thank you, Muffy.
So much
What do you think of
genuine
Crossbone
dinosaur
Cove,
love.
Muffy?
I feel like a real explorer out here. Such daring and tranquil isolation. Inaccessible. Miles from civilization.
It's nice to get away from it all, isn't it?
Just the place to build a summer retreat, I'd say. A manor on the cliffside, a pier for the yacht, connect up a road for Rufus, my driver, a few cottages for the staff. Then I'd be able to enjoy the isolation properly.
You haven't seen a cave around here, have you?
I'm afraid not. Why? Have you lost one?
It appears so.
Well, don't give up. Things are always in the last place you look.
Good luck with the fossil hunting.
I'm close. I can feel it.
Can't really examine the X. It looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
The rowboat had no oars, and more importantly, no structural integrity. It wasn't going anywhere. At the far end of Crossbone Cove, all I came across was a wall of rocks and boulders. It seemed the cave I was after had gone missing. I didn't want to go paddling.
Oh, you have the pile of gems in your
Looking back
inventory.
out through the narrow inlet across the waves, I could see Fort de la Moor.
It's nice
Its
for Muffy to let you
ramparts
have
of
them.
antique cannons and lighthouse-top tower. Currently, it was shining away from Crossbone Cove. With use of the ferry for the rest of the night, the Creaky Crab 2 remained ready to take me back to Dead Nettle. Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
Isn't there supposed to be a cave here?
Looks like there's been a rock slide. Not unusual on this side of the island. The Caribbean hurricanes hit these coves with full force.
Do you think there's a way into the cave?
That has to be 200 tons of solid rock. The only way you're going to get through there is by blowing a hole in it. And I'm afraid the Creaky Crab 2 here is too small
Oh,
for
that's
artillery.
right.
Yeah,
We needed a way to aim the cannon.
head back there and try that again. Now that we've been here.
Hmm.
Do you think there are any fossils on this beach?
Bones? Here? Nah, I don't think so.
Just don't hit
You see,
Muffy.
most of the rock is igneous. It doesn't have the right sedimentary process and stratigraphic considerations. You need to have a thorough understanding of geologic timescales and the depositional environments present in a particular era to fully grasp why fossils wouldn't be found in rock formations like these.
I didn't expect you to know so much about geology.
Most people don't. Skills like that, you keep close to your chest. Never know when they'll come in useful.
What do you think of Muffy persisting in his search?
Well, everybody needs a hobby, right? I collect rubber ducks.
You continue to surprise me, Crab. What's that tower of rocks across the beach?
Ah, there's a cairn. Probably built centuries ago.
What was it used for?
The cairns were used by pirates as markers. You see, with all these coves and caves along the coastline, it'd be easy to lose track of which one held the booty. So they'd stack up the rocks and put something reflective on top, like a shard of metal from a broken cutlass or a handheld mirror. Then, as they'd sailed the coast, they'd shine their lanterns across the beaches, and if they saw something reflect back, they knew that's where they'd hidden the stolen loot.
Do you think the cove still has treasure?
I don't think so. What's the point of hiding gold and jewels if you don't come back to collect and spend them?
So pirates used to use this beach to stow hidden treasure?
I heard this one was used by Captain Crumb.
He's related to Jasper Crumb, the jeweler, isn't he?
Hard to believe, isn't it? One of the most vicious pirates to sail these seas. Until he got the wind knocked out of his sails. How a bloodline can go from a man who had cut through a dozen men for just a single doubloon to a man who came off worse in a fight with a budgie is beyond me.
What knocked the wind out of Captain Crumb's sails?
Some say it was a ghost ship. Personally, I think he must have had a midlife crisis. Tried to find something more fulfilling, like crochet or watercolour painting. All that swashbuckling would wear anyone out.
I'm going to get back to searching the cove.
Good luck!
Sounds like maybe we need to get something reflective up on
Yeah.
shine the light on that. That's what the
I
jewels
didn't
are
want to
for.
lose the gemstones by pouring them onto the cairn. One slip and they'd have ended up hidden among the rocks once more.
Some kind of vessel for them. Gotta scroll over.
That wasn't going to work. Despite their age, the gems were already sparkling like fireflies. They must have been worth a fortune.
Remember, we got a fishbowl, but I guess we used that for.
Yeah, that was
something
we
else.
used that as a crystal ball to communicate with one of the brothers.
Yeah. We did use the brooch to reflect light once
Yeah.
before.
Try that. Yep.
Okay. And it involved the ford this time as well.
I balanced the brooch on top of the cairn, its reflective jewel facing out to the horizon. If pirates could make use of this, maybe I could too. Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy!
I'd like to head back to Dead Nettle, please.
I'll stay here. Come back for me later. I'm not leaving until I find a fossil. That guy's elevator doesn't go all the way to the top floor now, does it? Hop aboard, Murphy.
Blow a hole in the.
Yeah.
As I directed the light along the coast, it caught the polished brooch I'd placed on the cairn, reflecting back the light fantastically, like a signal mirror. The cannon looked like it might still work. If it did, I knew from that evening's previous experience with firearms that 5 steps were required. Gunpowder, shot, ramrod, aim, fire.
Okay. I think we already loaded it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just. Wait, I do have matches from somewhere.
The cannon was ready to fire, but Muffy was still at Crossbone Cove. No matter how annoying the lanky fellow was, I couldn't fire the cannon while he was still on the beach.
Now we have to
searching
find
for
a
fossils.
fossil
Okay.
for him, I assume.
The only like bone thing I
Yeah.
off the top of my head, but I've tried interacting
There's
with this
nothing
before.
else I could take from the animal skull.
I want you to take the whole thing.
Yeah, Murphy.
I
Stop it
needed
there.
to think of something else.
Murphy, the Devil's Rock Devil's up to his
Oh,
old
boy.
tricks
Devil.
again.
Oh no, what's he done this time?
I heard that he's dug up graves.
Yeah.
Know anything about it?
Can't say that I do.
The Devil's Rock Devil continues to elude us.
Hey, Mac. Don't be too down about your fish. The waters around here contain all manner of surprises. I reeled in an icebox last week, and a gas cooker the week before that. Just need a lure and a sink, and I could renovate our kitchen back home. Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna be delivering to the Captain's Club tonight. If you see old Felix, ask him if they're running low, would you?
The fish was far too hot to pick up, and I was sure Ned wouldn't have wanted me to extinguish his grill.
Maybe I could get the bones from the fish.
Yeah.
So we should talk to Felix.
Hello again, Felix.
Hello again, sir.
Ned Kipps wants me to ask if you need any more fish for the Captain's Club.
I'm afraid we're not serving food tonight. Chef's come down with a case of gastroenteritis from undercooked fish, ironically. And
Oops.
if we did need some, I'd be rather wary of getting it from the Dead Nettle Pier based on the rumors I've heard. A horseshoe and a pencosa. I wonder what aquatic ironmongery will be next. A candlestick and a catfish, perhaps?
I best be casting off.
Farewell, Captain.
Is that Pencosa fish I could smell from the kitchens?
Out on the docks, actually. Ned started up a grill.
I had a Pencosa fish once.
To eat?
No, I could never eat him. He was a pet of mine. Used to swim around in my bathtub, though he didn't much care for the squeeze when Mrs. Pemberley took a bath. Lived to the ripe old age of 13. I had him stuffed and mounted aboard the Spirit
Oh,
Queen
no.
to honor his favorite wife.
No.
Bernie, I called him.
I had the dawning realization that I knew that fish better than I had expected.
I wonder what happened to him.
Well, he's definitely Bernie now, I can tell you that.
Oh,
Oh,
Bernie.
dear.
Good evening, Captain Moot.
If you say so.
I switched on the lighthouse light.
Do you want a medal?
I'm the club's new champion billiards player.
Did you beat old Pemberley?
Beginner's luck, I suppose.
Ha! Looks like all those days at the bays haven't paid off, Gifford. Boy, you'll have to have a party to celebrate.
Sure, Moot. Just make sure to get an invitation so you don't have to crash the party. We all know how much you enjoy crashing things.
Oh, burn.
Got him.
I better be off.
So long.
Hello again, Captain Pemberley.
Welcome back, Captain McCallum.
Don't tell anyone I told you this, but the maitre d' has been hiding the billiard balls. That's why you don't have enough to play a full game.
Felix has been purloining my balls?
Every week for 3 months.
Well, I feel tremendously violated. I shall be writing a letter of complaint to the club secretary. A man's balls are sacred.
Billiard balls?
Absolutely.
I best be running along. Enjoy your evening.
Farewell, Captain McCallum.
I decided to leave Ned to his
Oh,
fishing.
okay.
The fish was far too hot to pick up, and I was sure Ned wouldn't have wanted me to extinguish his grill. I didn't need to do that again.
I guess it wouldn't really work to cool off.
Mm-hmm.
The fishing net was worn and useless. Using it would have been like trying to catch soup with a sieve.
Welcome back.
The cabinet was filled with precious jewels, geodes, and fossils next to a small
There's some
sign that read,
fossils.
Treasures of the Earth.
I don't know if I can
Okay.
get them from
Good
here.
evening, Mr. Crumb.
How can I help you?
I've been to Crossbone Cove. I was told your great-great-grandfather used to use it to store his loot.
You made it there and back in one piece? If you're pulling my leg, you'll need to be careful, because my hip's been dodgy for years.
No, really. I hired Crab McCready to take me there in his ferry.
Now I know you're fooling me. Hiring Crab McCready. I've never heard such lunacy. Nobody with an ounce of sense would let him captain a quiz team, let alone a journey out along the southeast shore.
I think I'll just look around for now.
I'm here if you need me.
Maybe I can trade these. For
Oh, yeah.
I've got something to sell that I think you'll be very interested in.
Wonderful! What is it you're selling?
These are genuine pirate gems. They were discovered at the treacherously inaccessible Crossbone Cove, where they must have laid undisturbed for 2 centuries. Just imagine their history. Fierce ship battles, sword fights, X marks the spot. They must be priceless.
That's a very exciting story, Murphy. But I'm afraid what we have here is glass.
Yeah, that's maybe.
Glass.
Yes, sea glass. Bits of bottle or a broken lantern, perhaps. They fall into the sea, then get smashed up into little pieces by the rocks. The tide wears them down until you end up with pretty little polished pieces like this.
Does that mean you're not going to buy them off me?
I'm afraid not. But they are pretty. I'll tell you what I'll do. Have a look and see if there's something you'd like to trade them for. Does that sound like a deal?
Sounds like the best deal I'm going to get. Could I trade the sea glass for one of these fossils?
Certainly. I think that's within your price range. Which would you like?
The swirly one at the front would be great. Thank you.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Just saying this is functionally equivalent to selling them.
Yeah.
It's just a barter economy, old man.
Yeah.
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
I'd like to head back to Crossbone Cove, please.
That's enough.
Returning to Crossbone Cove, I discovered the lighthouse at Fort de la Moor was now illuminating the inside of the cove.
Yeah, I wonder if you can, like, plant the fossil somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I have a shovel, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So I could dig a hole, maybe.
That didn't work. That wasn't going to work.
It doesn't look like
There's no interactable symbol on any of the sand.
Muffy, look what I just found.
Is that what I think it is? A dinosaur fossil. A memento of the Behemoths. A shadow of a bygone age. My very own dinosaur.
That's an ammonite, that is.
Really not helping here, Crab.
Just saying.
And it was right here where you were searching. You were right after all.
I was right. I'm a real-life paleontologist. This'll show Papa.
Crab, we're heading back to Dead Nettle. Muffy found what he was looking for.
Glad to hear it. Step aboard. Where did your friend run off to so fast?
I have no idea, but I think we made a childhood dream come true tonight.
I am so overwhelmed, I might spew right across the deck.
Oh, it's a little hole on the side.
Yeah, now let's blow it up.
Yeah.
Right, Daisy?
The cannon looked like it might still... With the brooch at Crossbone Cove reflecting light back from the lighthouse, I knew exactly where to aim. I took a match out of the matchbook and lit the cannon's fuse. I felt like a pirate captain about to unleash a broadside barrage. Ready the cannons, you scurvy scallywags! Pull the ship to port, down with the mainsail! Buckle your swash and fire!
No. I don't know if you're gonna get
That
your
looks like it
brooch
might have
back.
worked.
Yeah. It's not my brooch, it's that ghost lady's.
That's true. Yeah.
Abigail Bellamore.
Mm-hmm. Hustle, Murphy, hustle.
Hustle.
Hello again,
Fucking Miss
Crab.
Calories.
Hello, Murphy.
I'd like to head back to Crossbone Cove, please.
That's enough. Well, blow me down. What's happened here?
Look, Aaron's
You do
gone.
this, Murphy.
I needed to find a way in.
Well, Aladdin, I think you found your magic cave.
The cannon fire had worked. The boulders that had fallen in the rock slide were now rubble strewn across the beach, revealing what I'd been searching for, a dark cave winding into the cliffside.
Nope.
A
Saw that
ghostly
ghost
glow
again.
flickered from the far end of the
Keep
cave
missing
as I
it.
slipped on the seaweed-covered rocks trying to
doesn't
reach it.
scream for very
I began
long.
to fear the worst. But as I emerged in the subterranean chamber, I discovered it was actually the otherworldly glow of plankton.
See a key. I think we got one of the keys
Yeah,
last
we got
time.
the Actor Brothers key from the crypt under the church.
I found you,
right.
Xavier. Your final
And then we were
expedition
buried
won't have been in
alive.
vain.
I assume something similar is going to happen here.
Oh yeah, probably.
I have an idea for the. There's.
I grow weary of your inability to heed my warning, Murphy McCallan. No good shall come from you pursuing this.
What you've done to Abigail Belmore cannot be allowed to continue.
Abigail Belmore is dead, as will you be, if you continue this pathetic charade.
She deserves to be free, just like all the ghosts of the manor.
You haven't learnt, have you, McCallan? Everything you've done so far has just made the situation worse. Now is the time to back out.
I'll never do that, Rackham. Finding the treasure is more important to me now than it's ever been.
Then I hope it's a cause you're willing to die for. Just as Xavier Belmore drowned in the rising tide of this cave, so shall you.
Oh no.
When Rackham's earthquake finally stopped, I realized the route I'd followed into the cave was blocked. Tons of impenetrable rock and rubble now stood between me and the outside world. I was trapped. The only source of light was the glowing algae in the water, but even that dimmed to darkness when it went undisturbed in the quiet cave. At any point, the cave could fill up with seawater, drowning me just as it had Xavier. I needed to find a way out. I didn't know if my mind was playing tricks on me, but the rock formations in the cave began to look like a skull and crossbones. So that's why they call it that. As I stood still, I noticed the algae beginning to dim. I'd read that its glow was triggered by vibrations, and without my footsteps, it was getting darker. I wasn't going to be able to pick up the algae with my bare hands.
Just shake it back and forth
Yeah.
to keep it lit up like a shake weight.
I scooped up some of the algae water. With a quick shake to agitate it, the bottle began to shine like a blue lantern. I didn't need to bother Xavier anymore. There was no way through the wall of rubble, but I couldn't just stay in the cave. I needed to find a way out. I didn't know if my mind was playing tricks on me. So that's why they call it that. I didn't know if my mind...
Where's my...
I needed to think of something else. I didn't need to pour... As the darkness dimmed in the cave, I began to make out a faint luminescence in the form of a whirlpool. Some turbulence beneath the water was making the algae glow, and I hoped it might be an underwater tunnel. That might have been my only way out, but swimming through the darkness would have been far too dangerous. The lights below the water didn't offer much chance of escape, but at least it was better than waiting to drown in the cave. Using the bottle of algae as an underwater lantern, I waded into the water and dived down below the surface.
He is soaked.
It'd be funny if he ends up in the
The underwater
grave
tunnels
again.
felt like a maze. I pulled myself past jagged rocks and twisting passages, with only the ethereal blue glow of the algae to light my way, until finally, with only seconds of air left in my lungs, I reached the surface.
Oh, there we are.
Murphy, what are you doing over there? It's dangerous to swim out here, you know. You could get washed into a sea cave or something.
Thanks for the advice, Crab. I'll make a note of that. Green from the seawater I'd swallowed, I could at least say I'd survived being drowned. And now I had Xavier's key.
And Xavier's key.
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
I'd like to head back to Dead Nettle, please.
Hop aboard, Murphy.
All right, one more.
Yeah, the
Need to-
doctors.
Yeah, we need to find some way to like light up. I think this area.
Oh, okay.
Because the lighthouse like either doesn't reach that far, or it gets blocked by just the terrain.
Yeah.
Got this, which apparently provides
Yeah, that's
electricity.
right.
But here's my theory. We've got this here.
Yes, the table saw.
I think once we find the third key, Murphy's gonna get strapped to this thing.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
the like peril he has to escape from.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking maybe like we know like Cecil, I think that's the scientist, was like kind of responsible for setting up this electrical infrastructure. I'm wondering if maybe this is his lab and we come out through here.
Oh, okay.
Once we
Yeah, I
find
could
it.
see that.
And then Rackham shows up and we get
You get strapped to the
Yeah.
saw.
So yeah,
You can see that.
maybe. We'll see. Might see if there's anything we can do at the manor.
Sure.
Get a light going. There's the little girl and her shrunken head.
Yes.
Look through this.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's right.
through the mermaid's tail is where we were looking.
With no easy path to it, I couldn't justify risking my life trekking through overgrown wilderness and the alligator-infested bayou unless I was sure something was there. I needed some way to light up the bayou. I wouldn't say I have many, and after hearing about the size of the spiders living in the bayou, I wasn't about to start touching the spider webs with my bare hands. The face reminded me of a man I used to buy milk from. From the neck up, he looked like an Italian nobleman. From the neck down, he'd wear denim dungarees and nothing else. It probably wasn't the same guy. There was nothing else of interest in the trunk. The globe looked more decorative than functional, like a chihuahua with a bow tie.
wonder if there was like something that could like emit a light from up here.
Uh-huh.
The drain pipe had twisted and now pointed straight up to the sky, empty of everything but moss. Perhaps from the right vantage point, the next clue would reveal itself. I couldn't reach the poker from this part of the roof. Now that I'd risked my life to get across the cable, I didn't want to do it a second time by trying to go back.
When we get back here, I'd have to. Something. I don't remember if I used this for any.
The drain pipe had twisted and now pointed straight up to the sky, empty of everything but moss. The firework dropped snugly into the drain pipe. If it needed a launch tube to fire, this was the closest I was going to get. I took a match out of the matchbook, dragged it against the striker, and lit the firework. The drain pipe had twisted and now pointed straight up to the sky, empty of everything but moss.
Okay. I can...
Illuminated by the glow of the fireworks, I could see something through the mermaid weather vane. It looked like a wishing well.
This.
My route to the well had me clambering over fallen tupelo trees and trudging through knee-deep water, lit only by moonlight and accompanied only by the overly curious critters of the bayou. But eventually, I found it. I looked down the well. I couldn't see the bottom. Perhaps the darkness concealed the next step of my treasure hunt, if I could find a way down into it. The rope looked like it could bear my weight, if only I could lower it into the well first. I wanted to turn the pulley, but realized the handle was missing. Without a handle, I wasn't going to get the leverage to turn it.
You got it from the car.
Oh, that's right. Finally.
The crank slid into the gear
Get to
mechanism
crank it.
perfectly.
Get cranking, Murphy.
I'd heard of throwing a coin down a well to make a wish, but never of throwing yourself down. I just had to hope a 30-year-old rope could still hold my weight.
Get some rope burn.
Surprisingly athletic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well.
rip.
With some luck, I found I'd landed on a metal platform jutting out into the hollow of the well. Clearly, I wasn't the first person to come down here, although the previous visitor might have arrived here more gracefully. I picked up the rope and the spindle it was attached to. Unless I planned on jumping even further down into the well, the alcove looked like the only route out. But as I ran my hands over the bumps in the darkness, I couldn't find anything but cold, wet stone. If there was something there, I'd need some illumination to find it. The light from a match was going to be too dim and too quick burning to properly examine what lay in the darkness. I needed to think bigger.
I already used my one firework.
Yeah.
Knowing how flammable the grease-soaked cotton would be, I wrapped it around the spindle to form a rudimentary torch. I took the final match out of the matchbook, careful not to drop it onto the wet floor, and ignited the torch. The torch burned brightly, dancing light into the formerly dark alcove, and that's when I saw it. Hidden within the rock face was a small metal box with a button on it. I pressed the button and immediately heard the sound of sparking electricity, seemingly coming from within the rocks themselves. And then...
Oh dear.
Oops.
Spooky.
The passageway meandered like a labyrinth through the underground rock. With each step, I felt more and more lost, and ready to turn back. Then up ahead, I saw a glimmer of light.
Oh god, the monster from Night in the Woods is at the bottom of that pit.
Mm-hmm.
I looked into the chasm, but all I could see were jagged rocks, darkness, and numerous health and safety concerns. The top of the stairs appeared to be a dead end, but the wooden board blocking my way and the muffled sounds of electricity suggested there was more to this passageway than met the eye. I placed my hands on the obstruction and pushed.
Nope. So, yeah, this looks like the inside of that mill. There's a...
Yes.
I emerged into a dimly lit office that seemed to have been taken over by frighteningly active machinery, and from the familiar groaning of wood, I realized where I was.
Can I take the knife?
It didn't feel right pulling the dagger from the skeleton.
You could use it, Murphy.
I didn't want to interfere with the skeleton any more than I had to. I solved your treasure hunt, Cecil. I hope you don't mind me taking this as my reward.
There's our friend.
Murphy McCallan, you will pay for your insolence.
I have the third key now, Rackham. The treasure doesn't belong to you. I will get to the Belmore treasure before you.
Do you think this is a game, Murphy McCallan? You are toying with things beyond your understanding.
I think you're just nervous that I'm closer to finding the treasure than you are.
I will not be defeated by a mere mortal. Even if you claim the treasure, I will haunt you to the ends of the earth. There will be no escape from the terror and misery I will bring down upon you. Each time you sleep, I will turn your every dream into an unending nightmare.
I've survived your attempts to kill me twice now, Rackham. Maybe you're not as powerful as you think you are.
Even with the 3 keys, do you really think you can beat me to the treasure, Murphy? You are a mortal. I am an all-powerful spirit. I have looked upon the face of death, and still I remain here. Now it's time for you to look upon death too. Just as Cecil Belmore's blood poured from his body, so shall yours.
feel like if he just like lifted me up and snapped my neck, it'd be.
Rackham's telekinetic powers had dropped me onto the mill's conveyor belt. My wrists and ankles now tied with the same wire that was strewn about the mill. But at least the buzzsaw wasn't on.
Don't think that.
Why are you putting that energy into the
Then it
world,
got
Murphy?
even worse. With inches to spare, the belt snagged on the warping wooden frame and gave me a chance of escape, acutely aware that it could catch again any moment and send me hurtling into the spinning blade. With my hands and feet bound, I couldn't reach my belongings. Carefully, I held the wire wrapped around my wrists against the spinning blade. It cut through them like butter, just like it would do to me if I couldn't get my ankles free.
There you go.
With seconds left, I hacked into the wires with the scissors and just managed to cut through them. With my legs free, I swung myself off the conveyor belt. I'd survived being cut in half, and now I had Cecil's key. That was it. All 3 skeleton
Cecil's key.
keys. Now it was time to open the vault.
Boy, I'm sure
boy.
that'll go great. Me.
What's the worst that could happen?
Doris, I need
Yeah, bring Doris with you.
you.
Doris! Cluck, cluck, cluck. Mark?
Emotional support.
Yes.
Tea party still in full swing.
I placed the first key into the mantelpiece. The key didn't fit that keyhole.
Oh, idiot.
So,
I placed the second key into the mantelpiece. I placed the third key into the mantelpiece and immediately heard a click.
An ominous green light.
I didn't know what exactly I was going to discover beneath the house, but it was time to find out.
I wouldn't go down there if I were you.
This is the only way to save everyone in the house. I need to see what's down there.
A cry for help will make no sound,
Oh, I see
with
that.
secrets
That's
deep
shape
below
there,
the
so.
ground.
Oh, yeah.
Dare he walk into the black, for once he's in, he won't come back.
Nope. Part 4.
The staircase coiled down and down beneath the house, carved out of the very rock the house sat on. Lit only by flickering lanterns, I worked my way towards the green glow beckoning me at the end of the tunnel. Finally passing through the frame of a large metal door and into the Belmore Vault. There didn't appear to be a way to operate the crane.
You can't just leave pentagrams laying around.
Decades of exposure to the Coffin Stone had turned the water green with cursed energy, just like the spirit water in Moray's riverboat. I didn't want to put my hand in it. I reached down to the hand wheel and pulled it from the glowing water, careful not to splash any on myself.
Turn it into a sports drink. Make a fortune.
This is how they invented Mountain Dew.
That's right.
That's why it has that distinct color.
I guess he emptied out the plankton.
I guess so. I'll miss the plankton. It was very honestly had a better color than the
Yeah.
spirit water.
I didn't want to lock myself in.
Sense.
That must have been the treasure coffin. The same one the Belmore brothers traded for in the Caribbean. And that meant I had a pretty good guess what was inside, if I could find a way to reach it. The hand wheel slotted perfectly onto the axle of the crane. As I peered into the coffin, I saw for the first time the cursed artifact that had caused all of this, the Coffin Stone. Its surface is black as brimstone, each crack faceted like an emerald. Simultaneously beautiful and terrifying.
And so the elusive artifact is found.
Rackham, you've lost. I found the Coffin Stone before you. Your plan has failed.
Congratulations, Murphy McCallan. But now I think it's time you hand it over to me.
I'll never give it to you.
Give it to me or die.
You've attempted to kill me 3 times now, and every time you've failed. You don't scare me anymore.
Yes. How convenient that you managed to escape 3 times. Such failure on my part would be terribly embarrassing. It's almost as though it was planned that way.
Planned?
Could perhaps the perpetual threat of an evil phantom have motivated you to quicken your pace in finding the Coffin Stone?
being used by
Without a demonstration of the threat, you might well have walked away. But you did exactly as I wanted. My powers outside this house may have been constrained to mere projections, and yet everything I needed was accomplished by you.
You wanted me to find the stone?
Now the foolish mortal
He said the thing.
understands. And just as you hold something valuable to me, I hold something that is valuable to you.
Doris?
Abigail, are you okay?
I'm afraid she's very much under my spell again, McCallan. And for the final time, too. A final struggle to escape the spell. All that energy she spent to warn you, wasted on someone as worthless as you. Now, because of it, she's trapped forever.
I'll save her.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
I'll use the Coffin Stone to save her.
You know nothing about the stone, McCallan. Do you even know how to use its powers?
I know enough to not let you have it.
Let me tell you the final piece of the puzzle. The Belmore treasure will belong to me. For years, I have studied and mastered powers beyond anything you could know. I deserve that stone. But as you've come to learn, Murphy McCallan, this magical artifact has one important rule. It will only work for its rightful owner. It cannot be stolen. It can only be bought or traded or inherited. I knew the Belmores would never sell or trade it to me of their own volition. But if I were to marry Abigail, all our worldly goods would become one another's. If she inherited the entire Belmore estate. Perhaps I underestimated her infatuation with that sailor. The need to look into the eyes of her true love as she vows I do. But tonight, it's time to perform the wedding again. And if she needs to gaze into her true love's eyes to go through with it, this time I will make that happen. Don't you remember yet, Murphy? Only you could be lured to the island. Only you could summon the spirits of the house. Only you heard the call of the treasure within. You've been here before.
Walking through the port town of Deadnettle, I could sense its history in every stone, brick, and plank.
I know what your mind sees when your eyelids close.
Reincarnation thing?
What do you dream of?
I've been dreaming about this treasure since I first read about it. It's like it's calling for me to find it.
It's like it can infect your dreams.
Even without lights on, it felt like something inside the house was calling me, or warning me.
I suppose fate will always bring two soulmates together, even when they least expect it.
It's very rare for someone to come back from the other side. It can happen.
And Murphy, this ghost story, now it's your story too.
You came back.
You were the sailor, Murphy McCallan. Welcome
Oh my.
It felt like I was falling through every memory of my life. And then every memory of the life I once lived, the realization crystallizing in my mind like a flash of lightning. I was the sailor. I remembered everything. An entire relationship coursing through my mind in seconds. The tragic way it ended. But I'd come back. For her. Abigail, you don't have to marry him. I remember. I loved you. I still love you.
It's too late, McCallan. She's my bride-to-be now.
She broke free of the spell the last time you tried to make her say I do. She'll do it again. It's me she wants to marry.
You're right about that. This time, it'll be your eyes she sees before her. I promised you death, Murphy.
Gonna get all Chrono Cross on here and swap bodies.
Yes.
For 30
God.
years, I was trapped in
Gonna be a
this
cat
house.
man.
Now you'll be trapped here for eternity.
Nope. Hey.
Such a feeble vessel. I'll have to make do. Do excuse me, Mr. McCallan. I have a wedding I'm running frightfully late for, and I'd just die if I had missed it.
While he's in Murphy's body, he's gonna just spend a few moments to be mean to children all the time.
My body torn from its spirit, and then possessed by Rackham for his
Like
evil
they still
ends.
run-
All those times
Yeah.
I've read about the ghosts of Belmore Manor, and now I was one of them. But just like those ghosts, death wouldn't be the end for me. If I could escape the vault.
Well, I'm dead. Take a
Okay.
Feels like a good break point. All right. So Murphy's dead.
Yes.
We got his coffin right
Who
here.
could have seen that coming?
So what do you think the odds are we have to find 5 items and arrange them around?
I guess you do still have your corpse hanging from the mansion.
We do.
In taking my body, Rackham had also taken all.
Whoops.
You skip the dialogue.
Yeah.
But it sounds like he's just explaining why you don't have any items.
Yeah.
I guess spirits don't have pockets.
I tried with all
Rackham's
my
gonna
might
find
to
some
open the vault
sinister
door,
way
but
to use
no
that
luck.
car
It
jack.
had been locked from the other side.
We did finally use that last week.
That's true.
It
yeah.
might still be down in the gray.
I tried with all my might to open the vault door, but with no luck. It had been locked from the other side.
You can still interact with physical objects at least.
Okay, I think I see where this is going.
The hook hung out of reach.
Maybe I can. Oh, moving in front of the TV.
Yep.
Slinking, I believe, is the appropriate term.
Navigating across the plushes.
Mm-hmm. The jungle of plushies.
Daisy, make sure not to step on whatever key closes OBS.
Yes.
The hook was lowered as far as it could go.
I want you to grab it.
Grab that hook.
Decades of exposure to the coffin stone had turned the water green with cursed energy, just like the spirit water in Moray's riverboat. I didn't want to put my hand in it. Looking back into the treasure coffin, I
your
found
stuff.
it now contained all the items I collected on my adventure. I gathered up all the belongings I'd been carrying.
Okay.
Rackham might not see their purpose, but if they'd helped me out once, they might be useful again.
Okay, so what do we still got? We got magazine, the Gree, the spell, all bellows, scissors, my Mountain Dew,
The Mountain Dew, yeah.
my captain's license, feather duster,
Pliers.
death certificate. Oh no, this is the wedding invitation.
Yeah.
I'm still mad about this clue, by the way. The color coding is the thing that threw me off.
Yeah.
Seemed like something that mattered. Thermos, shovel. This is the death
It was a death certificate.
Burial.
It was the cotton flag that Crab, the ferryman.
See, my thought was I could grab the hook maybe and then like attach it to the vault door.
Yeah.
And then winch it away. Like that idea.
That wasn't going to work. There didn't seem to be much reason to attach the rope to the hook while it was lowered.
Do that with all.
Nope.
Daisy. Hello.
I didn't need to tie that up.
Daisy, when was the last time you solved the puzzle?
I guess she solved the puzzle of how to get kicked out of the garage during dinner time.
I'd once won a wooden whistle in a lasso game at the county fair. Now it was time to play the game with a little more on the line.
Oh, you could have just done it while the hook was lowered.
Yeah.
I attached the heavy metal hook to the handle on the door. Well, I hope that holds. I turned the hand wheel, pulling the chain taut, but the vault door remained secure in its frame. It must have still been attached somehow.
There are hinges.
Maybe a screwdriver or something.
Holding the door in place was a pair of metal hinges that each looked like they'd begun to fracture, but pulling at them with my fingers would do nothing.
Especially because your fingers are like easier at the moment.
There
Yeah.
was nothing on the hinges for the pliers to get purchase on. I may not have been able to get through the vault door with brute force, but I could certainly make an impact on its hinges.
No.
Look at that.
The vault door went crashing into the spirit water below, and in doing so gave me my escape route.
Now it's soaked in Mountain Dew.
With no
Escape
time to
the vault.
lose, I needed to get to the ballroom.
And then learn how to dance.
Yep.
That's going to be the
I've
final
already forgotten
encounter.
all the terms. Oh no, we
A
gave
dance
him
off.
we gave him that Bible, Thomas.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Rackham's plan was taking shape. At the far end of the ballroom, Father Foskett was delivering the rites that would wed Abigail to Rackham, even if he possessed my body to do it. I needed to stop the wedding, and I didn't have much time left at all. Marching up to them without a plan wasn't going to be a wise move. I couldn't go any further and risk Rackham seeing me before I was ready to confront him.
I can't just stand up and say I object.
The peculiarity of what was happening didn't seem to faze the ghosts in attendance, who watched with an eerie calm. Marching up to them without a plan wasn't going to be a wise move.
Yeah, just go home. Oh. Elaine?
Good evening, Mrs. Craddock.
It is certainly not a good evening. The kitchens aren't prepared, the flower arrangements are a shambles, and they've changed the schedule 3 times already.
The schedule?
Right behind me in black and white. And am I even permitted to see the wedding? Of course not.
In case any guests arrive late. Through a door we're supernaturally barred from passing through.
I almost daren't say it, but I'm on the verge of resigning my duties. I am the head of housekeeping. I deserve respect.
I need to stop the wedding.
You shall do no such thing. I've put a lot of work into this event, and I won't have an off-the-street gutter snipe like you interrupting it. I'm barely hanging on as it is.
What did you say was on the chalkboard?
As I said, this is the schedule of tonight's events. I've spent the past 40 minutes writing that up, with all the calligraphic flair my teachers taught me in preparatory school. And now I'm hearing rumors that the schedule is going to change. No self-respecting housekeeper should have to deal with so much in such a short period. One more change, and I shall be handing in my notice.
Goodbye, Mrs. Craddock.
Goodbye, indeed.
The delicately drawn writing on the chalkboard listed the schedule of events for the wedding. A decorative chalkboard stood by the door. The feathers were too soft to clean the chalkboard.
Oh, here we go.
Don't you touch that!
Do if I do.
Don't you touch that!
You distract her or something.
Yeah. Maybe we have to find the ghost boy and get him to distract her.
Oh, yeah. Good idea. Oh, this guy's still here.
Why is the fire green?
The pot was practically empty again, with only a few drops of liquid wax left at the bottom. Good evening, Colonel.
Not until next Thursday, I think.
Yes,
Still can't hear me.
right.
What's in here?
More fireworks.
Guess that could cause a distraction at a wedding. I don't know if I still have matches, though.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't seem like it.
I had already taken the last of the rum.
We don't need rum for anything.
All of the smaller barrels I could see were rotted and empty. Knowing the erratic surges of electricity that must have been flowing through the wire into the barrel lift, I decided it was wiser not to do any more rewiring.
Oh, piano player's not there. Forgot his name.
Ezra, I think.
Oh, that sounds right.
My piano repertoire consisted only of a few bars of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I thought it best not to inflict that upon anyone. A grand piano took center stage in the room, exuding the confidence of an aristocrat who knew it was the most important thing there. Walking back into the conservatory, I could hear the unnerving hum of electricity. The outer casing of the automaton had been removed. Clearly, Rupert was undertaking some maintenance on it.
Why?
The interior of the automaton was laced with wires, fuses, and other dangerous-looking electrical devices. Even as a ghost, it didn't feel safe to touch anything inside it. The gardener's
You wanna
hand-painted
rescue that
sign of a
ghost lady or
human
not?
skull surrounded by electricity bolts clearly warned me to stay away if I didn't want to get electrocuted. A wooden sign had been haphazardly strung around the automaton.
Sorted out with spirit juice.
The danger sign dangling from the automaton warned of electrocution. Now it wasn't just the plants in the conservatory that were deadly, it was the statuary too. Being dead already, I decided to take the risk. I took the engraved coin from the automaton's now open hand.
Or?
The automaton had short-circuited with its hand drooping open.
Well, if there's a gumball machine around here.
What I should do is maybe talk to the witch lady.
Oh,
The
okay.
door was locked again.
Oh. Oh, it's boarded up too.
Yeah.
Now wasn't the time for a nap. Lighting the fire may have warmed the room, but it couldn't take away the chill I felt standing there. Abigail had gone, and so had the final tokens of her happiness. It was best to leave the vase where it was. Playing the phonograph wouldn't have been any help anymore. I picked up
Nice.
the horn.
You give it back
Abigail
to
had no need for it anymore.
Colonel, I think.
The door was locked again.
Talk to that maid, see if she
Oh,
has
yeah.
any ideas.
I didn't want to draw attention to myself by ringing the servant's bell.
To be stealthy.
Ghost boys over here.
Yeah. Check the trunk.
The trunk was empty.
Oh.
Curtains, that's the other place he hides.
There was nothing behind the curtains. The door was locked again.
Yeah, that's what locked. Okay. How do we stop a wedding?
Would Would you like your ear trumpet back?
It's no use. I can't hear a blasted thing you say. I wish I had my ear trumpet back.
I'll take that as a yes.
I should probably go check my body.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, my boy. I suppose now that Foskett's not here, I can enjoy a little peace again.
Why aren't you at the ceremony?
The ceremony?
I think everybody's gone through to the ballroom for the wedding.
Well, I didn't hear an announcement.
I wondered why. Would you like me to top off your drink?
Oh, yes, my boy. Good plan.
I
meant to
there's
save
any
it for
Mountain
the
Dew you can
toast.
give him.
But who can blame a man when such temptation is right in front of him?
Good evening, Colonel. I need to stop the wedding.
An objection? Oh, how exciting. I objected at a wedding once. The unfortunate part was that I was the groom.
Oops.
Do excuse me. I'll be back.
I'll drink to that.
It was a strange feeling, staring at a decaying skeletal body that, once upon a time, used to be me. Knowing the skeleton belonged to a former version of myself, I didn't feel quite as uneasy taking a piece of it.
Oh, just take a finger.
I feel like Murphy knows what he's doing, but I haven't caught up yet.
Yeah.
As a ghost, I was trapped in the house. I needed to get my body back.
Yeah.
We didn't see the boy anywhere.
We did not.
I didn't need to show her that. I had nothing else to say to her. Mrs. Craddock was fizzing with stress like a shaken-up bottle of soda pop. One more shake and she'd be ready to burst.
If I could maybe set off the fireworks, that might startle her, but no matches.
Yeah.
I didn't need to cut that.
I wonder if maybe get gunpowder out of there somewhere.
I didn't want to make a hole in that.
A captain's license?
Yeah.
Look, I'm a very accomplished captain.
Come back to me once you're an admiral. I've already had my fair share of trouble from captains.
Oh, yeah, she's the one who was drawn nude.
No, that's right.
I didn't need to share that now. I didn't think she'd be interested.
Oh, the wedding schedule.
Noticing the similarity between Mrs. Craddock's chalk artistry and the wedding schedule, it was time to ask some questions. Are the times on your chalkboard correct?
Excuse me. Whatever do you mean?
Well, it's just that I was given this other schedule and the times are very different from yours. Maybe things have been shuffled around?
No, this can't be. How am I expected to work under these conditions? A wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event. If they keep reconsidering every decision, I can't be expected to keep up with it.
Yep, definitely different. This looks like it'll take ages to fix.
That's it! They're already at the altar. I shall be taking my leave. Somebody else can hand out the vol-au-vents.
With the noise and waddling motion of a cranky goose, Mrs. Craddock strode across the grand hall, through a doorway, and out of sight.
I thought this, but...
Like a guilty schoolchild held back after class, I rubbed down the chalkboard.
No, and then you drew
and
dick
came
butt.
away with the flag covered in chalk dust.
Oh, okay.
I think I might have some idea. Yes. Have the...
Oh, yeah.
Magic spell.
At the center of the manuscript was an empty circle with arrows pointing inward from each of the ingredients. It was marked the focus.
We have the coin now.
That's right. The bone fragment.
We have chalk. We have gunpowder from the firework. We can get it out.
Yeah. Feather duster.
Feather duster. We have rum. I don't know if we have coffin nails, but we know where there's a coffin.
That's true.
In a flash of inspiration, a plan came into my mind. The summoning spell revealed that which is hidden within. Maybe it could reveal the evil spirit that was hidden within my mortal body, if I could find all the ingredients. I placed the skeletal finger in the gree-gree. That would work as the bone fragment. Knowing the explosive contained gunpowder, I placed the firework into the gree-gree. I poured the rum from the colonel's glass into the gree-gree.
We're coming full circle.
Yeah.
I placed the chalk dust covered flag into the gree-gree. Being made of silver, the engraved coin was just right for going into the gree-gree. I placed the feather duster in the gree-gree. That would work as black feathers.
Do we just need the coffin nails?
I think so. Keeping track of it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just a second.
It was a handful of nails.
Second line to make a
used to seal
cross.
up a coffin.
Okay. I guess there is a coffin back down in the Mountain Dew pit. Or if you can get more Mountain Dew, just in case.
Yeah.
Just wondering how an ear trumpet works for a ghost.
Yeah. It might be just like the symbolism.
Yeah.
Just
it's like a placebo effect.
Of emotion.
Okay, on the lid it looks like.
I couldn't remove the nails with my bare hands.
Pliers, yeah.
One by one, I pried the old nails from the coffin. That was the final ingredient. Now I just needed one more thing, an image of the focus. And this time, the focus was going to be me.
Maybe your passport?
Oh, yeah. Does that go in the gree-gree?
I remembered the photograph of me that had been taken earlier that night, still privately tucked away inside the captain's license. I folded it up.
You did
placed
show
it
her that you
inside
were a
the
captain.
gree-gree, knowing that it would work perfectly to direct the spell towards its focus, my own body. So the spell was ready. Now it was time to confront Rackham.
All right. Object to the wedding. Be funny if they're like already cutting the cake. We completely missed our chance.
No.
Just as true.
I couldn't go any further and risk Rackham seeing me before I was ready to confront him.
Blossom together in beauty.
Make an objection.
I object.
If anyone can show just cause why these two may not lawfully be wed, speak now or forever hold your peace.
She doesn't love him.
You meddlesome fool! I am her groom. I will marry her.
Rackham has been using dark magic. The bride is under a love spell, and he's possessed my body for this wedding.
Your claims are the ravings of a madman. Bosket, resume the ceremony at once. Yes. Then, by the power vested in me...
You've underestimated me for the last time, Rackham. If you won't return to me what is mine, I have the power to take it. Within the focus what may hide, this spell will soon reveal.
I now declare you...
Oh, you dropped it.
Husband?
Oh, now they're married.
And wife.
Murphy! I'm back! We're married!
Oh boy!
No! You may now kiss the bride.
Ghost kiss! Oh my.
You fool! You've destroyed everything!
I've saved everything, including the one I love. But there is one thing that needs to be destroyed, Rackham, and that's you.
Murphy, now that we're married, the power of the stone is yours too.
And for once, it'll be used for good.
No.
Rackham, be gone.
No!
Oh my. Spectral stuff going on there.
Yeah.
I knew you'd do it, Murphy. Do you remember now?
I can't believe I ever forgot you.
I knew you'd come back. Even if just for a final goodbye.
Goodbye?
Well,
why goodbye?
The spell is broken.
dead,
The
Murphy.
ghosts of the house are able to move on.
And as I looked around us, I saw each ghost in the audience fading away as they passed over to the spirit realm, each with a grateful smile. With the heartbreaking realization, I knew Abigail would be next.
Murphy, I think I have to go with them now.
I can't lose you again, Abigail.
It was worth it to see you one last time. You freed me. Thank you, Murphy, for everything.
No, I won't let this be the end. The coffin stone glowed green with the stolen years of Rackham's life. For once in a lifetime of evil, Rackham could do something good. The coffin
could I use
stone
it to
captures
save
a person's
Sebastian
remaining
Bach?
years.
Yeah.
And now it holds
Adorable
Rackham's.
little lad.
Abigail, I give them to you.
Yes, the YouTube thumbnail face.
Yep.
My ghost wife materialized?
You're back.
Just like you came back for me. Nothing could keep us apart. Not even death.
33 years without you. I never thought I'd be able to hold you again.
33 years stuck in this house. Come on, Murphy. Let's go see the sunrise.
We have to hire new servants.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Was a little too slow to get everyone. Oh, the time's out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there's some fireworks.
So how does it feel being a treasure hunter?
It would have been easier if I'd remembered what the treasure was this whole time. All those dreams I had of a treasure calling out to me from this house. It wasn't $13 million. It wasn't even the coffin stone. It was you. You were the treasure.
And you found me.
Why did nobody tell me who I was from the beginning?
You couldn't just be told you're in love with someone you don't recognize. You needed to remember it yourself. I knew it would happen eventually.
Why did nobody living recognize me?
Rackham had all kinds of powers I'm not sure we'll ever understand. For years, he'd been trying to erase all memories of you. His plan relied on it. To everyone else, you became just a blur. How could anyone really make the leap to realize you're a reincarnation from 30-something years ago? You didn't even know it yourself.
You have to find Murphy.
How
a
did
new
I come
job
back
now.
from the spirit realm?
They
Don't you
didn't get
remember?
any money.
No, I remember the moment I died, and then the earliest memories of this new life I've been living, but nothing in between.
Madame Planchette told me that spirits can come back if their ties to the mortal realm remain strong enough. But even she doesn't know more than that. Who knows if we'll ever find out?
What happened to all the ghosts in the house?
They'll all have crossed over now. So many years of life destroyed by Rackham's deeds, and he didn't even need the coffin stone to do it. The spirits no longer have much to keep them here in the mortal realm anymore. They'll be happier that way, and we all end up there eventually.
In some cases, we come back. What happened to Rackham?
I don't know, but I hope his spirit was destroyed. I'd hate to think it's moved on to the spirit realm. All I do know is that we don't have to worry about him here anymore.
Hope that ghost was just obliterated.
What are you going to do with the coffin stone?
It stayed safe in the vault for over 30 years. For now, perhaps that's where we should return it to. I think it's our duty now to watch over it, to make sure it never falls into evil hands.
Again. So, this is the end of our adventure.
This is only the beginning, Murphy. It took a bit longer than we expected, but we're married now, after all these years.
The rest of our lives are ours again.
Till death do us part.
And even longer than that.
And title. All right.
Complete the game. Nice. That was great.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I was watching that video you posted about Gabriel Knight 3, and well, one of the points he made at the very end is that adventure games are kind of experiencing a renaissance.
Yeah.
Through like indie game development.
And this was one of the ones that he showed in the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Yeah, that was great.
Good spoopy game.
Yeah.
So next week we'll have to find something new.
Yeah.
We might revisit our old buddy Hildebrand. We still need to do that.
That's
sometime.
true. Yeah, I need to do that.
Find something co-op to do. I also do have like a couple more adventure games.
Yeah. I have a few picked out as well if we need anything more to finish out August.
Sure.
Just says best case scenario is the IRS is on you forever.
Yes.
Are you telling me you can't write off the coffin stone?
Yeah. Not an asset you can declare, I guess. Josh Mandel, who's one of the classic King's Quest developers.
Oh,
he was the
okay.
voice of King Graham. Some dialogue.
Nice.
So many
Lots of sound effects, my goodness.
I guess these are the licenses probably for all the open source sound.
Oh yeah, probably, yeah. Because they all look like file names or URLs.
Yeah.
Being dead for 33 years is a hell of a tax dodge.
Yes.
Say nothing of the social security number headaches.
At least we finally have a big story for the lady at the paper.
That's true, yeah.
The what is it? The Devil's Isle Devil out of the paper.
Yeah.
What you call them? Devil's Rock Devil?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I didn't notice this was a Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't remember. Those are just the A's.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of that, the one short eye video about Gabriel Knight 3, two of the other games he showcased in this one. One was Rosewater, Western game. Now, I wanted to play that, but apparently it's set in the same universe as another of that developer's game, Lamplight City, so that's one of the ones on my list. And then another one was The Dark Rites of Arkham, which is a spooky Cthulhu one that just came out earlier.
Nice.
It's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I do plan on playing Sinking City 2 around October.
Yeah.
So you could do
like
that.
Lovecraft.
Yeah.
October. Those two.
Yeah, I think I just got my code for that today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it comes out like next week.
Yeah, something like that. As a backer, I got mine a little early.
Awesome. Did you want to do Sinking City 1 before that?
Sure.
I don't know if they're like plot related or just like, thematically they're both Lovecrafty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the protagonist is new for 2.
I feel like the thing with Lovecraft protagonists, they don't usually last long to appear in multiple stories.
Yeah. Yeah, a few of the adventure games I've picked out are ones I played during Next Fest.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I think the Rusty Lake game we both played during Next Fest came out just recently.
I think I might have got like a pack that had a bunch of the Rusty Lake games in it too. So
Okay.
Fun to like go through.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know those are all sort of linked somehow with lore, but I think you can probably play them a bit out of order. So it's a very like non-linear sort of setting.
Down to the W's.
Z's.
I was gonna try to see if James and Elise Willems were on the backers since they know AJ Locasio.
Yeah, I could see it. I know that Elise definitely likes adventure games.
Yeah.
She was a big Toonstruck fan.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember Funhouse had a series of videos on playing Toonstruck. Inkling Wood. Okay.
Time to see what they get up to next.
Yeah.
Did you hear the news that came out about Thimbleweed Park today?
No.
Ron Gilbert announced the sequel a week or so ago. He said like instead of going with a publisher, he just found like a really rich adventure game fan who wanted him to make a sequel.
Where on earth has everybody gone?
Oh no.
He's still around? He can't move on without his rum.
Can't move on with it.
Keep watching.
One list. Nice.
But you were saying the Thimbleweed Park sequel is...
It's being financed by just one
single benefactor.
Adventure game fan. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's Foolish Immortal.
Yeah.
We'll figure out what's up next sometime soon. And we might be finishing off Airport for Aliens, currently run by dogs on Monday.
Yeah,
I think
hopefully.
you're close to the end there.
It seems like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll see you Monday.
I don't think we're that close to finishing Locomotive. We have like at least one more character we have to play.
That's right.
I can see like Arthur got 2 chapters, I think. Then maybe Herman gets 2 chapters. Diana would get 2, and then maybe like a final section where you play a bit of all 3. Feels like that's what I would do if I was like putting together an adventure game structure.
Yes.
Multiple characters.